everybody, Crazy Marty here. Today we are working on testing the water treatment system. So remember, this is going to be highly chlorinated stuff, so always wear your safety glasses for this, because if it gets in your eye, it burns. Oh God, it burns so bad. Anyways, we're going to be pressurizing this thing and getting it fixed and tested up and highly chlorinated, so this way it's all ready to go. So follow along. This ought to be another interesting one here, because this thing here, if without this, living out in the backwoods is going to be kind of tough. Otherwise, you'd have to take the trailer and go be at water all the time. So this is going to give me the ability to keep water on board at all times. I've also got a 100-gallon water bladder system that goes in the back of the pickup truck. We'll get to that later once I get around to setting that up. But yeah, I got a 100-gallon water bladder that goes in the back of the truck, so I can fill it up if we're away from a creek or whatever. I can pump water into that. Then I can haul it up here to the trailer, pump it through this thing, and then put it in the tank and get it all chlorinated and make clean, potable drinking water out of any creek or river. So let's get down to this thing and let's get it primed up. And we're using chlorine bleach, as it says here. Actually, this isn't chlorine. It is. This is... Where is the active ingredients? There it is. Sodium hypochlorite is what you want. This is only 6%. So the stuff that I plan on using out in the field is just straight sodium hypochlorite and water, basically. It's basically the same kind of thing, but it's 12% or 10%. So it's a lot higher percentage, so you have to use less. About 2 cc's is all it's going to take to chlorinate 60 gallons at, what is it? We want 0.5 parts per million, which comes to right around 2 cc's at the most if I did 60 gallons or 70 gallons. So I got a whole chart here listed out that tells me my percentage of sodium hypochlorite, how many cc's to add to how many gallons of water, and it gives me a parts per million rough breakdown. So that'll get me close to within range, and then I just got to use a tester to test everything else. So let's go into charging up the system here and getting it going. Oh, leak. Leaks are definitely to be expected. Okay, there's 32 psi. Now we got to figure out why we're still holding. Oh, look, we got another leak. Dang it. Now I have the system currently under pressure. It's held in pressure by my pump here, which I'm planning on using. It's the 120 volt self-priming pump for RVs and whatnot. Little SureFlow pump. So everything is basically under pressure now. I think I've got most of my major leaks under control. So currently the water is up to somewhere in here in the Vayuka, whatever you want to call this UV system, because everything comes up to here and it stops, because I don't have any power to it yet, because I don't know anything about how this thing works yet. So I got to read the instructions on how it works, and then we can start circulating the water. The water is highly chlorinated, so make sure you always wear your safety glasses, because trust me, if it squirts in your eye, it doesn't feel very good. Let's find out what happens when we turn this system on, this UV thing. We have beeping, we have fan noises. Let's go around the other side here. Well, you can see it right there. Yep. We've got a green flashing light. Got a red light on the flow sensor. Now I've got a red light on my UV sensor. And a flashing red light on the UV sensor. So what the hell's going on? Okay. I have no idea what this all means. display, yes. Now you're detecting it, okay? Now the comm center is working. Before it wasn't working. So what the hell's going on? Why are you blinking? It's got blinking lights, I don't know. It says that the UV sensor is not working correctly. As I see light, AVG dose, average dose. It shows an average dose, so what do you matter? Why aren't you flowing water? It's supposed to be flowing water. I don't know why it's not flowing water. So I see cool blue glowing light, so that means it's doing something. Oh, shit, crap! Scared the crap out of me. Warning, UV fault has been detected. Press any key to acknowledge. Now I'm feeling better. Let's see what's going on here. So it's doing something. At least it's flowing water. I've got green lights all across the board. Finally. Don't know what the hell was going on there. It's pumping water. I don't know if it's because it had serious air in the system or what. But right now I'm not even producing a half a gallon a minute. The noise you hear is the ball vibrating in here. Alright, now, why are you going to that? Data logging disabled? Yeah, okay, whatever. So there's my average dosage. I think what it was is air is causing the UV alarm to go. There goes another big fart bubble through it. It must have been air that was causing the alarm and everything to do that. There's 2 gallons a minute, and we can crank it up. Yep. Oh. Low UV service. Yeah, apparently air is an issue. It doesn't like having air going into the system. Hopefully it'll kick back on again. A blinking red light which says that UV sensor is not working, but we do have the blue glow of uranium-232 going on in here. Where is it at? There it is. Just you can see the blue glow of the uranium right there working, doing its thing. So it's decontaminating. In the meantime, I'll let this thing run and figure out what's going on here. I think it's just air that's causing all the problems right now. Apparently it doesn't like air in the system. it takes a lot to get the air out, and then it starts working the way it's supposed to be, I think. Still got a lot of air coming up. I mean, you can see that that is lots of air. But it's doing something. It's killing the microbes that are surviving in the highly chlorinated water. So, basically I gotta chlorinate all this stuff and then flush the system out. Let's see what this thing says. What are you telling me? Average dose 71. Average gallon flow. Why are you not showing me my flow? You're supposed to be showing a flow meter. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just pushing buttons. Why are you not showing me gallons? Damn you! It's got a light. It's flowing the right way. I don't know. I have to figure it out. I think we got it figured out now. Don't know why it doesn't show my average gallons per minute flow yet, but I'll get that figured out. There it shows the average dosing of 547 point whatever that is of UV. So currently that is a completely disinfected bucket of water. So it flows up, goes into the first one, which is sediment, second one, which is 1 micron absolute, over into a tannin filter, and then it flows back around, goes to this other one over here, which will be a carbon filter. Then it flows out, down, goes through the flow meter here, which is indicating green, up through the UV blast system, out through there, through my flow monitor, and then out into my tank. And from there we chlorinate it with about 2 C's of chlorine. But we've got it all into green now, so it seems to be doing what it's supposed to. That makes me happy. Yeah, like I say, right now it's running at about 1.5 gallons a minute, which is fine, which is about what we want. Start pushing it up here to 2 gallons a minute. My dosage drops down, or it picks up some kind of issue with the flow meter, I think. Bunch of bubbles. I think it's purging the system and it doesn't like bubbles. And I'm not sure exactly what it's sensing here. I'll have to find out all about that, what's going on. But anyways, at least it's zapping stuff, so yeah, it clears up the fault once we get her down under 2 gallons a minute. So it's all working all right, I guess. Alrighty, everybody, so there you have it. There's my crazy water treatment system in operation, or in testing anyways. So once again, this is Crazy Marty. We'll talk to you a little bit later. Bye-bye.
And I'll be sure and send you a postcard from freedom sometime.